Hello and welcome! This slide clearly shows it, but today you signed up for the 2-hour feature film detailing Trevor Paglen's life, business, and photography. While this video seems much shorter than the promised 120 minutes, I promise it's only a visual error. My name is Andrew Damaris, and this is Framing Trevor Paglen. All characters appearing in this work are fictitious, and every element to real persons living or dead is purely coincidental. Just kidding. Paglen, born in 1974, is a photographer younger than my dad and somehow worse eyesight, as, according to art21.org, Reaper in the Sun, featured here, um, supposedly depicts a drone aircraft flying above a military base in the Nevada desert. Quote, in the sky, there traditionally is a promise of openness or freedom, but the sky itself has been turned against us, says Paglen, who describes the drone, somewhere here, as, quote, the punctuation mark. However, much like at Where's Waldo, I have no idea where the drone is. That's not the case for this one though. Titled, untitled, Reaper drone, we can see a faint smudge of something against the golden cloud-filled sky, and according to the description at the Kemper Art Museum, that black dot is actually a Reaper drone, an unmanned aircraft operated by military personnel out of a remote base in Nevada. I thought he was taking his photos with a drone, but instead, he managed to quite elegantly capture an image of one with a telephoto lens early in the morning. And while this image is 11 years old at this point, Trevor Paglen hasn't abandoned his theme of technology and art intertwining. Take a look at this photo, 2021. While the first thing that jumps to mind could be, well, Andrew, this isn't technological. These are just, wait, purple, white, red, and yellow leaves of a single tree? And you'd be half right. You see, the colors themselves are unnatural and weren't even designed to be beautiful, look pretty, or even designed by a human. Instead, Paglen gave this photo to an artificial intelligence. And it's not just a filter they applied. Originally, this photo was black and white. It was the AI that, through its attempt at understanding the image, actually assigned the colors. Sure, it got most of it wrong, but hey, it looks nice, and at least we know that it knows what tree bark looks like. Take another image here, also processed by artificial intelligence. Paglen, set up in a studio in Berlin, creates all sorts of art. These two photos, for example, definitely not their most flattering selfies. These photos are actually haunting portraits of how a machine begins to actually see a face. And that's not all that he's known for. While he personally attempts to investigate the invisible through the visible, his work here, Trinity Cube, appears to be a minimalistic object made of trinitite, which, a radioactive glass, was first produced by the 1945 aptly named Trinity nuclear bomb test in New Mexico. The inner cube is apparently fused with irradiated glass found where Fukushima Daiichi nuclear disaster occurred in 2011. And finally, well, Trevor Pagan, according to the number one trusted site in the world, Wikipedia, is an American artist, geographer, and author whose work tackles mass surveillance and data collection. They also include that he has a couple of degrees, including one that makes him technically Dr. Paglin. He's the guy I randomly. Just kidding. I googled like 25 of the guys on the list before on Dr. Paglin. Sorry. Wanted to share with the class today. Thank you.